Am I the a-hole? Okay, this one.
So
Man,
that last one wasn't that I am the a-hole?
a lot of them was Am I the a-hole? Well, no, we actually created it to start saying Am I the a-hole? We normally just listen to the story and talk.
Oh,
But
okay.
we just started calling it, we just started giving them a-hole points. So I just float with it. This is the official
Oh, okay.
Am I the a-hole? Um, I just wanted to have this story because mm, it's just really strange. Husband won't skip work event.
I, 32 female, have been with Paul, 34 male, for 4 years. A year ago, we were in an accident. Paul was driving and 100% at fault. Paul had no injuries, but I broke my back. I was in a back brace for months, and I'm still going to PT. After I was out of the brace, I started going to the gym and running, and at this point, I'm in the best shape I've ever been in. I'm really proud of the progress I've made. A month ago, I found out that there was a 10K race on the 1-year anniversary of the accident in a mountain town about 3 hours away. I thought this would be a fun and positive way to spend the day and celebrate my recovery. I suggested this idea to Paul, my 2 best friends, and their partners. The plan was to drive there Friday afternoon, run the 10K on Saturday morning, and spend the rest of the weekend exploring the town. Everyone was on board. Paul recently started a new job. It's fully remote, and he hasn't met his coworkers yet. He's supposed to fly out to San Francisco to meet his team the Monday after our weekend trip. We knew this when we made our plans. A few days before our trip, Paul told me his bosses now want him to be in San Francisco on Sunday because they got box seats to a Giants game and they want him to come, so he would no longer be able to come on our trip. I thought he was joking because he likes to make fun of corporate culture, but he was serious. I told him to explain the situation and that they can't expect him to be available with less than a week's notice. He said he had already told them yes and he didn't want to backtrack. So I asked him to tell them he forgot he had a wedding to attend or something like that, and he said he didn't want to turn down the offer because it would be a really good networking opportunity. I suggested he join on Friday as planned and drive back late Saturday and early Sunday to catch his flight. He said no because he didn't want to drive 6 hours round trip just for one day. I suggested he fly out of the regional airport nearby, which he also shot down because it would be too expensive. He makes good money, so this wouldn't be a financial burden. I was almost in tears at this point, pleading him to come and telling him how important it was to me. When I realized he wasn't going to budge, I stopped trying to convince him, but I did let him know I was hurt and angered by his decision. The morning I was supposed to leave, Paul was trying to be affectionate and sweet towards me, but I'm still pretty upset, so I was admittedly pretty mean to him, and I rejected all his attempts at affection. Now he's upset with me for ruining our last day together and also for pressuring him to skip his work event. I think he's a jerk for prioritizing a baseball game over a celebration of my recovery, especially considering he's the one that caused my injury in the first place. My friends are on my side, but I'd like some unbiased perspective.
Okay, before anybody say anything,
You raggedy son of a...
before you say anything, Parker, I need you to pay attention. Oh, the dog playing in the background.
What's
OMG, now there's a cat. Parker, I need you to pay attention, Parker.
Well, you're the one putting it. Well, it's better than those.
Yeah, I don't want to
flying
show,
things
I don't
that
want to
you
show
could.
those videos anymore. If I
Like
can
a
find a
cool
way of
little
just getting the
kitty
audio.
cat.
Okay, go ahead, Thiz, because pretty much we already know where you're going.
Yep, we pretty much know where you're going.
You raggedy son of a Mitch. Look, that was your plan. I respect your recovery. I get that. It's special to me too. You my other half. It is a serious accident. You went. Most people who have a back injury, they sure enough can't run no mini marathon, right? So bravo, and I'm here for you every day. I'm here. Through your recovery, I was here. I have committed my life to you. You chose this event at the same time that I accepted a new position. At that particular time, when a person is starting a new position, and especially when they make good money, which probably means he's a high earner, you don't turn down much of anything from the new job when you first start. Because when they say, hey, we got these box seats and blah, 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 we want you to come. That's a nice way of saying, hey, new hire, want to introduce you to the team. We're all going to be here. I want you here too. This is a nice way of saying it. So I get her being upset because she's human. But this goes back to when we were talking earlier. So we had an accident. Accidents mean that it wasn't intentional, right? You know it, I know it. Was it my fault? Yes. But it's an accident. So now that you're not getting your way, now you can withhold any affection you want to. That's your body. That's on you, right? We can be offended at each other for the rest of the day or whatever the hell we do.
This, I know where you're going. Hold on. I know
you threw the.
I knew that's where you was going.
And wait, there's more.
No, there's no more.
It gets worse.
Well, there was more, but I didn't put it in the tape. There's no more because somebody did bring that up. That OMG, how could you throw this back in the face? The OP did come back and say, no, I was thinking that is not what I said to him, and I would never say something like that to him. So yes, she was thinking.
Bravo, you didn't say it, but you.
Her
Bravo,
actions
you didn't say it. Your actions were the same. It was your actions were motivated by that thought, though. So it is good you didn't say it. That is good. I'm not taking that away, right? That shows restraint. That reflects your character. But your reaction was still predicated on that thought. Soon as he disappointed you, all that shit from the past come up. I bet. You know what? It don't sound like y'all gonna have too much of an issue. This is what married folks do. They have fights, they have disagreements. You gonna be a little stank in the ass for a few days. Go have your little fucking trip and come back and be mad at me for a few more days. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go over here and go to work and I'm gonna make this money and I'm gonna see this game. I'm gonna enjoy this game. I'm gonna come back here and we could be stank-a-dank at each other until we pass that shit, and then we figure out you want Chipotle, you want, Papa John's, you want what you want for dinner, because I'm gonna go get that.
All right, Anna.
Was she intending everyone to run a marathon or just her?
She was just going to run, and she was just wanting them there for the support.
I didn't say that. That was unclear on that too. I was thinking she
I don't
wanted them to run.
I don't think that's what it was, because she said her and her
That's
friends.
what I got from it.
I thought she wanted her and her friends to watch.
I didn't get that from it. I thought that she just wanted, hey, we just gonna go and I do my thing, and because
who's gonna
that's what I got from it.
I wouldn't want to run. I'd be so happy about your recovery, but I wouldn't want to run.
And I'll support you, but I ain't running. I'm not a runner.
I don't think she wanted them to run.
I used to be a runner, but I don't run marathons.
She wanted them to be her personal cheering section for the run, yes. And then they were going to actually go out and enjoy the sights in the town and do all those things together.
So,
that's when it becomes a couple's trip. It becomes a couple's trip after the run. But for the run, hey y'all, look at what I've done.
That's what I
get it. But
that's what I got from it.
Yeah. I get why he said he's got to go to work, but I I don't know. I have such a hard time relating to this.
Yep, rich people problems.
Wow.
Well,
Let's
this
all
just
go
seems
run a
more like
marathon.
just
Well, not all of it, but
it's
come
like
cheer me on a marathon.
which is cool. Like I said, like I get the sentiment, but the expectation is out of line. Like
Is that
it's
what
not
bugging me?
valid.
I can't figure it out.
All right, go ahead, Tracy. Maybe something the rest of us say will
This
trigger
person
something.
is straight up trifling.
Which
Trifling.
person? Which person?
The one that wanted the husband to drop the plans for girl. Who gonna pay for your physical therapy when you continue to have it? How you think who gonna pay for that? You gonna go on his insurance policy. You're gonna reap the benefits. Shut up. He just started a new job. He's got to go to that. Now, if it was a football game, you know what I would tell him. If I was married, I'd be like, look here, this way it's gonna be. I'm going to the football. I don't care what you say. Baseball, okay, I don't like baseball. It bores me to tears. But it's a company function. They're not nicely telling him, yes, you need to be there. They're not requiring it, but they're requiring it. Girl, shut up. Don't nobody want to watch you run a marathon. Who wants to sit around and watch a marathon? Who sits there and thinks, you know what we want to do? Watch you run a marathon to celebrate your recovery. Great, you recovered. You know what? That's great. Run the marathon. Take yourself and your friend, your best friend, and y'all go. This is work. We have to eat. We have to live. We have to have a house. We have to have utilities. How do you expect you making that much on your job where you can say for me not to go? Sit
What
down.
if she's gonna go pro, Tracy? What if she gonna
I
go
don't
pro?
care. That's his job. It's not like he's saying, oh, and I'm assuming it's a he, but it's not like he's saying, hey, I don't want to go. He agreed to go. So obviously he was supporting you. This just came up. That's what we call life. And then for her, the worst part, she was telling him just lie and say your family member died. Really?
Mm-mm.
Really? Really? You gonna go with that or a wedding? Really? Really? Like the employer's not gonna ask, hey, bring an obituary. Then what you gonna do? Make up one? Sit down. Sat all the way down.
You out here killing off family members.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So now what happens on your first day at work? Even though you work remote, your first day at work, your job then sent flowers. It just sent card and money. And then you got to keep this lie going, right? So you got to remember which cousin you killed
You
off,
got to remember
right?
which. Oh no, kids, it can't be a cousin. It's got to be a mother, father, or child, or stepchild.
You're right.
Yeah, it's got to be close.
Gotta be close.
It can't be just an uncle. No, it's got to be close.
So now you got to make up a sibling, and you got to remember the sibling.
Yeah, remember sibling. How they died. Oh no, it was all of a sudden. And then you go no.
And then you got to get all misty every time it comes up. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be real. You know what I'm saying? So how 6 months from now when they ask you about him and you just be like, excuse me? Oh no, you're right.
It's just too hard for me to talk about it. Come on. She gonna ask.
I'm still numb.
Right.
Killing off.
Right. Oh, okay. My turn. Okay. It's my turn.